Here we go. This is We Live on a Planet, and I am your host, Patrick. How you doing? I don't do videos often, if any, and the video quality of this one is going to be very subpar. Video camera is over to my left. I'll barely be looking over there. This is not an episode number for We Live on a Planet. This one's going up to YouTube. I just kind of wanted to give a shout out to YouTube and make a video for YouTube. And come out and just kind of be honest with you and talk with you about my life. I've had We Live on a Planet now since 2017. I started it. I stumbled upon it by accident in the App Store. And Anchor was the name of it, and it intrigued me. Anchor's now been bought by Spotify. And things have changed since Anchor first started. It was more social media driven. I don't know social media really, but it was more feedback driven, more interaction of users. There was charts. At one time I was ranked way up there at sometimes as the number one podcast. At one time they featured me on their Anchor homepage. So when you opened up the Anchor app, I was right there. So that was a nice feeling. And I gained a lot of organic growth from it. And I ended up opening up to my audience about my sobriety in one episode. And at the time, I was only maybe 2.5 years sober. And this August, I'm coming up on 7 years. Yeah, 7 years sobriety. I never thought it could be possible, but it can be. You just have to want it. You have to really, really, really want to be sober. And I wanted it. I really did. I wanted it. And I've been very fortunate that I've stayed on the wagon. And I really thought, though, becoming sober was going to make a big difference in my mental health. And it has in some ways, but also it hasn't. I still struggle. Being sober hasn't made my mental health issues go away. I was diagnosed having bipolar back in 1995 or 96. And I've been dealing with it ever since. And I've really am used to it now, so I'm good at masking it. I'm good at if you were to meet me for the first time, you would think everything's 100% perfect with me, and that's not the case. I have severe anxiety issues now that I've gotten older, and that makes it tough to do the simple task. And I struggle with just dark thoughts that come in often. Thoughts of, not, trigger warning, I guess is what I should say, trigger warning right now. Thoughts of just darkness, of being, it'd be better off not being around here. And I don't want those thoughts. I have too many things to live for. I live. Every time at the end of my therapy meeting, my doctor always says, "So what's your main reason for living?" And I always say, my family. And that's what's keeping me going is my family. Because I think without my family, there'd be times I wouldn't be here. And the support I get from my family is incredible. It really is. And bipolar is really a bitch to deal with. In the mania, it's okay. The older I've gotten, I don't get as manic. I get more depressive now. But when I did get manic, one of the things I like about the mania is the creativity comes out, and I feel real creative. And right now, I'm only working on a couple hours of sleep, and so I was feeling creative. It's late at night, and I'm like, let me see if I can make a video and upload it to YouTube. The quality's not going to be the greatest, but we live on a planet. My podcast itself is unscripted, unedited. It's not perfect. The video doesn't have to be perfect. The message is all I'm trying to convey, I guess. And so I don't really have anything more to say. I guess I'll wrap that up with that. And thank you for giving me the most valuable gift you could ever give me, your time. And I look forward to talking to you again. All my 18 listeners or subscribers on YouTube. I have 18, and I'm proud of that. 18's better than 0, right? Silver lining. So thank you. Tell a friend about the We Live on a Planet YouTube channel. Maybe I'll start making more of these videos. You'll never know. I could move the camera around, I think, move my laptop, make some room over here where the roadcaster is, put the camera over here, and then maybe you could look at me this way instead of just getting a side profile. Alrighty. Thank you. I'll talk to you again real soon. And I'll end off like I end off all my shows.